Yo guys, what is going on? Nickname is just Yellow, and today this Norwegian hardcore PC gamer is gonna make a video about audio in Counter-Strike. But this here, it also transcends over to any FPS game because it's all working with this little mechanic called echolocation, you know, being able to understand where the enemy is by the audio cues. In which, if you want to have if you want to check out a very nice way of just understanding how good stereo on this kind of field is, you need to check out the audio barber shop or something like that. It's called something similar to that, like the audio sound barber shop. You'll probably find it. It's a very big video, like 60 or 6 million views, like something around the 6 number. But anyways, that aside, being able to use stereo audio, or any audio really, to echolocate your enemies and being able to pre-aim them even better if they make audio cues, in which it will be very helpful for you, or being able to realize where an enemy might be by location, in which it's going to be so much more helpful for you too in the length, if that do happen, because, you know, if you have the information, you can plan better and do better executions in Counter-Strike. Just having those things is so detrimental. So the main goal of this video is to teach you people a lot about the settings that you might have. When I got right now, it allowed me to play the game, hear just about anything, and still I can communicate as much as I want with people I know, whether or not I want to bullshit or be serious with them, or if, you know, if worse come to worse, they can just shut up and I'll still be able to hear enemies from the longest of ranges, you know, far away from me. So, yeah, that being said, let's start off with the settings pretty quickly. In Windows, I'm running 90% audio. That is because I'm editing videos and stuff, so that's not really anything to think about. In Counter-Strike, I'm running 0.10 audio, which equals 10%. When I play Deathmatch, I play at 1%. That way, I get to train my low audio sensitivity kind of cue bullshits with my ears, allowing me to keep that entire field of audio cues I can pick up with my ears and head. I at least keep that stuff like fresh and trained, so that, you know, even if then I hear some kind of audio and I'm playing at 10% or 20%, which I sometimes do, I'll still then be able to recognize the audio pretty well, because I've already practiced that kind of area of audio levels, which is very low, and I might actually pick up on some information I shouldn't really have had, but because my skill is a little bit weird in this avenue, I was still able to do it, which is, you know, probably one of the many reasons for why people might call hacks for a fishy move, in which in reality it was just me being able to hear a step very far away, very faint. Which, yeah, by the way, audio in Counter-Strike is far from perfect, so let's hope that in the Source 2 engine it will be fixed. Moving on from the raw settings, I'm using an Astro A40 headset, which is really fucking good. I mean, you can only buy so much skill in Counter-Strike until you reach the highest of levels, so there's not really anything to say about that, other than that, obviously, anybody playing at the highest ranks in Counter-Strike, they will have good equipment and practice a lot, and with that, you'll be able to get better echolocation, raw echolocation, which is something I thoroughly recommend for anybody to do only once you reach that point in life in which you got so much money to throw away. But anyways, moving on, you can still be able to do pretty well with the gear you have, as long as you tune it properly in the game. When I try hard, I run at 20% audio in the game, 0.20. If I play regular, I play 10. If I have, or like, if I'm playing with like 5 people that might call a lot of stuff and maybe talk, communicate, plan, you know, stuff of that kind of nature. If I play with those in TeamSpeak, for example, in that kind of time and place, when that stuff goes down, I tend to run TeamSpeak at like 50% audio. That's just to level it out, because I will hear them anyways, because of my practices, you might understand by now. In which still then allow me to hear the game pretty well. So, you know, there's that. Other than that, if, like, as long as you're able to split your head in half, and you're able to multitask, anything else is gonna be really fucking easy. If stuff is super serious, I would put it at 20% though, because that way people can still call and you can hear stuff. But that's normally not super needed. So yeah, on that note, how the hell will you, as a man, because apparently so, we can multitask, even though, again, I've been able to do this for very much, like, a very fucking long time. Even though, again, the less I practice it, the worse you get. That's how it works, you know, with anything in life. I've been able to get to that kind of point in terms of that weird skill by doing something weird, okay? So, this happened, like, like fucking soon to be 10 years ago, to be honest. I was playing Guitar Hero 3, and I was playing it on the PC, because, yeah, I'm a PC guy, I'm that fucking PC-oriented. Yeah, I know it's only supposed to be on console. And some random dude that I knew better at the time, I don't really know him right now, he asked me a lot of weird-ass questions, which, it was pretty weird. But when you're focusing on the game so much, and then somebody asks you shit, and you are either failing at, you know, either or task because you just cannot multitask, if you then start to do it and you fuck up, and you do it more and you still fuck up, eventually you'll learn, and your brain will just adapt to being able to do both things at the same time. So just practicing that a lot in any kind of context that you want to practice it at, you know, as long as you need to do something like a game, for example, you need to give it its full attention, and you also need to talk to somebody at the same time, and having a train of thought running through your head, and plan and communicate and think. If you do these two at the same time, like in any fucking context, if you just do it, you will be able to increase that kind of level. And when you then apply that to Counter-Strike, and you then play Counter-Strike a lot, you develop a nice brain library of audios to, you know, react to, and you just work on everything else I made videos about, or things I've yet to make videos about. You'll be able to get a fuck ton better at Counter-Strike. Also, if you just have shitty headphones, increase the audio even further, because that way you'll be able to hear shit even if your headgear is not super good. So hopefully people learned something about this. If you want to support the YouTube channel or check out something related, for example, we got two clickable link pictures right here, you can probably subscribe in that kind of sense. So yeah, also if you want to support the channel to help out anybody else who enjoy the channel, we got the Patreon stuff. You also get rewards for supporting, obviously. And yeah, nothing more to say really. So have a nice day, and don't get beastified when you play.